Let's have a warm welcome for Brother Larry Holmes of the Bail Out the People movement.
Man, surprised me, man. Well, we rocked the Renaissance Center. Yeah. The cops weren't there when we were across the street, but when we got across the street, they said, "Oh boy, we better rescue these bankers and CEOs and executives because those people look angry." It's a good message, good protest. I noticed as we walked through the streets of Detroit, there are not many people out on the streets. Yeah. And that's for a particular reason that people in the city know. So many businesses have closed. Yeah. So many stores have closed. So many shops of every kind and type and size have closed. So many people have lost their jobs that in many ways this city resembles a ghost town.
Right on.
And that's the reality that those bankers and big business people want to conceal themselves from when they meet high up in their ivory tower executive offices. Right. But we showed them that they can run, but they cannot hide.
Yeah.
I just want to say a word about the G20. G20, what the hell is that? How about G, everybody? G just means group, as far as I know. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong. G means group. So they have the group 7, group 8, now group 20. How about the group everybody? Matter of fact, we're thinking of calling our meeting and demonstrations in Pittsburgh the group everybody meeting and the group everybody demonstration. What's important about the G20 is that we know, and certainly the bankers and the businessmen know, that these are the people who run the economy for the interests of profit and against the interests of people. Right. And what we need.
You're right.
They run the economy and run us down. And so we have to be there. We've got about 3 months, maybe 3.5 months. And we got a lot of work to do. Yep. What we did today, what we did yesterday, what we'll do tomorrow was excellent. But we've got to double and quadruple that effort for the G20, I think September 24th and September 25th. We want to bring the unemployed, bring them in car caravans. We want to bring all of the people who have lost their homes and who are losing their homes. We want to bring the veterans who are on the street homeless with no future. We want to bring the young people. They haven't been laid off because they never had a job to get laid off from.
Right.
We want to bring all of the people whose future, whose very existence is jeopardized by this put profit before people system. And it's going to take work. Are you sisters and brothers down for that? Are you willing to devote your summer to working in the communities all throughout Detroit and Michigan and Lansing and Flint? Get the Arab community. Get the women's movement. They're very angry now because of what happened a few weeks ago. The lesbian and gay, bi and trans community. The African American community. The immigrants. Our sisters and brothers. Latino sisters and brothers. And Asian sisters and brothers. Everybody. Get some of these unions. If we can't get the leaders, leave them. Get the rank and file and the leaders who are willing to march with us. And we'll show by September what you already know because of what you've been doing here in Detroit. That no matter what they say on CNN and Fox and in the newspapers of the city or where I come from in New York, there is a powerful movement growing and it is a threat. It's a threat to anyone who wants to keep evicting people and taking away jobs so that the banks can get more money while more and more of us fall deeper and deeper into life-threatening poverty. It's got to end, and the solution starts with us. We got to have the dedication and commitment. Not everybody has that. Some people are ready some of the time. Some people are not ready any of the time. But a number of us have got to be ready pretty much all the time. And I think that's the group that's talking to each other. There's got to be us. Everybody can't be ready all the time. Some people are going to be ready some of the time. We're going to have those people in September. We had a lot of those people today. But some of us are organizers. What Martin Luther King used to call drum majors. We're the ones at the demonstration. If there's no one else there, we're there. And someone says, well, no one's here. And you say, well, damn it, I'm here. And so there's a demonstration. And you should be proud of that, too. Lift up your head. I know there are a lot of veterans in the movement who know exactly what I'm talking about. And bless you for doing that. But in Pittsburgh, if we can, we need the multitudes. And we've got the time to do it if we work together. And maybe in reaction to their G20, we can have a G everybody that really catapults this people's movement, this workers' movement far ahead. Because if we don't do that, the misery's going to grow, the suffering's going to grow, the demoralization's going to grow, and it's got to stop. We got to re-educate people. I know a lot of people think that it's not necessary to talk about this, but I'm going to talk about it for a second or two. When you look at the union leadership in the UAW, you understand right away lessons that were learned long ago have to be relearned.
Yeah, right.
You don't put yourself in a situation where you become the company's dupe.
Right.
Where you do for the company instead of doing for the workers. That's a psychology that's got to be thrown out. People got to learn what we learned in the 30s and in the 60s, what all struggling people have learned all over the world. If we don't stick together as a class against those who don't give a damn about us and who would spill our blood for $1, then there is no future.
Right. Right.
People have got to learn to fight again.
Right.
Write the literature. Write the poems and the songs. Figure out the ways. Figure out the ways to get the message across to young people. We've got to learn how to fight. No, you can't do it alone. You come together and you fight. No, you don't go home and just get drunk and take drugs. No, you don't go home and hit your partner. You organize and come together. That's what raises your morale. That's what gives you power. That's what makes you feel good. It's chopping people up and giving them the impression that they can't fight the powers that be, so you might as well just fight each other. That's what tears people down. And we fall into a pit that has no end. We've got to climb out of that, sisters and brothers. And I think that's what this People's Summit is about. And I am so proud to be here. I only wish that we were ready to camp out here all summer. With our camp growing every day. And it may not happen. Maybe we have to close this camp tomorrow or whenever it's time to close this camp. But there'll come a time, at the right time, in the right place, where we're going to have a camp. And we're going to lay down our tents and have our meetings, and it's going to grow, and it's going to grow, and it's going to grow, and it's going to grow. And when until it finally gets to a place where something's got to change or something is going to blow up. Thank you.